So the White House revealing new details about President Obama's executive action on immigration. Turns out nearly 5 million illegals may receive some valuable benefits of citizenship, including Social Security, Medicaid, and Medicare, though not student financial aid, food stamps, or housing subsidies. Nor are they eligible for health insurance coverage under Obamacare, and they will be required to pay taxes. Time for some Real Talk now with Lars Larson, syndicated radio host, and Leslie Marshall, also syndicated radio talk show host and a Fox News contributor. All right, Leslie, so originally we thought that there would be no benefits afforded to these 5 million people. Is this a change?
Well, actually, not a change as much as this is the letter of the law. Remember that these people have been paying taxes. They've been paying approximately $100 billion over the past decade. That's about $15 billion a year. So now they would be able to, based on federal law, receive benefits for which they were paying into. The difference between then and now, after the executive order, is the bottom line is they're on the books now paying the taxes, as before that wasn't the case. But they were paying taxes. They have been paying taxes all along. But they have not been able to get these benefits because it's been sort of off the books, under the table.
All right, Lars, do you agree with that?
No, I don't agree with that because the president's actions are illegal, and putting these people on the books doesn't change much of anything. A lot of them already pay, they file taxes, but the fact child tax credits, earned income tax credits, these people are getting checks back from the government right now that are bigger than whatever they pay. And putting them on the books for programs that are already functionally bankrupt, we're telling Americans we're not going to have the money to pay Social Security benefits to you, but President Obama is going to give them to a bunch of illegal aliens is outrageous.
Leslie, how do you respond to that?
Well, Lars, the Social Security Administration would disagree with you on that, and I'm no mathematician, but they definitely said that these undocumented workers have and continue to pay in much, much more than they would ever be able to consume, if you will, as recipients of this. And with the legality, no. You know, both left and right legal scholars agree the president was legally within his rights with this executive action. This executive order, which we've seen former presidents, including George H.W. Bush, do.
That was different.
In 2009,
that was different,
for
though.
approximately 40,000.
But that was different, especially with Ronald Reagan, because Congress had actually passed a law. So their executive action was just simply something that probably members of Congress would have agreed to. It was like a mistake in the way in which they had passed the original law. Totally different, right, Lars?
Yeah, totally different, because this is a president who lectures us about Ferguson on how we're a nation of laws, except this man violates laws left and right, even the law with his name on it, Obamacare. He goes in and makes amendments. The Constitution always assumed that amendments to laws would be made by the Congress. And Leslie hasn't been paying attention. The Social Security system has promised trillions of dollars for which we don't have funding today. Yes, are benefits being paid today? Yeah, the wheels are still on the bus right now, but everybody can see the projections that they're going to fall off the bus in the next 20 years without massive tax increases. And now the president has added to that burden by adding a bunch of people who are, you know, this is the problem. They benefit from the tax system in that if they have IT numbers, they're getting benefits back, earnings credit, health care credits, by a system to people illegally in the country. And if you think somebody working at $12 or $13 an hour at the quote-unquote jobs Americans won't do is paying in 6.25%, that's the contribution to Social Security, that's going to make up for decades of collecting Social Security later, you better go back to math, Leslie, because that doesn't make any sense.
She did say she wasn't a mathematician. I'm going to give her that much.
She's right about that.